Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will start with the background of Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad. Bank Islam is one of 9 Islamic banks in Malaysia that has agreed to almost adopt the value-based intermediation initiative of Bank Negara Malaysia. This can help move the Islamic financial industry to the next level of growth by making it easier for Islamic banking institutions to have a positive and long-lasting effect on the economy, the environment and society by relying on Sharia to set values, priorities and moral compass. Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, BIMB, also known as Bank Islam, is an Islamic bank based in Malaysia. It has been in business since July 1983. Bank Islam's core objective was then formulated to support the financial requirements of the Muslim country's population and to spread its services to a larger demographic. In the meantime, Bank Islam's mission includes giving shareholders a fair and stable returns on their investments.
Next, I will discuss about background of Cimb Islamic Bank Berhad. The Cimb Group's Islamic Banking and Finance Division is a global player that provides innovative and comprehensive financial solutions. It offers a variety of products and services such as investment banking, private banking, asset management, and wealth management. The company is part of the Asian's 5 largest banking group. Furthermore, Cimb's mission is to be the top Asian company, and Cimb's goal is to provide universal banking services as an institutionalized, high-performing and integrated organization with a presence in Asian and major markets outside of Asia, as well as to support the region's integration and ties to the rest of the world. Finally, with over 800 outlets, Cimb is the largest Islamic retail banking network in the region. Cimb employs approximately 40,000 people in 17 countries to serve and connect its 13 million customers. Cimb provides Islamic banking services in its major market of Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Syahira and my Islamic is ATIKAH. I'm going to present about the importance of Sharia governance by Islamic banks. The first is Sharia governance as a risk management tool in non-Sharia compliant. The first value of Sharia governance is Sharia governance as a non-compliant risk management strategy. So the ethical category is Sharia non-compliant, which might hypothetically impact the bank's capacity to achieve a capital adequacy ratio. Second important is ensure that the bank's aims are always Sharia compliant. That means the Islamic bank has made significant development and has become a valuable component in catering to many stakeholders while adhering to Sharia compliance. The last importance is increased public trust in the administration and operation of Islamic financial institutions. So, Malaysia has the world's most sophisticated and advanced SGF as a result of the Sharia-based Islamic banking. Public trust in the organization and operation of Islamic financial institutions will grow and improve. So, the Malaysian approach is modeled after other jurisdictions such as Pakistan and UAE, demonstrating the efficiency of BNM's SGF strategy UAE. So, increased public trust is in the notion of profit and loss sharing, Sharia compliant activities, the transparency, openness, and disclosures principle. So, that's all from me. Thank you.
GSIFI stands for the Governance Standard for Islamic Financial Institutions. Islamic financial institutions are the operation of financial institutions in line with Sharia principles and rules performing banking, insurance, capital market, and similar activity that offer which is in kind of product and services in the guideline of principle and rules in Sharia. The aim is to establish a high-quality system in Islamic finance based on the concept of role of Sharia compliance while operating as a function of Islamic financial institutions. The vision, defining of role in Sharia compliance as part of governance, control, and practice. Mission, to integrate part of its strategy, process, people, and technology in compliance with Sharia principle and regulation that covers all aspects. Characteristic of GSIFI, control environment, reassessment, and control activities.
IFSB is an acronym for Islamic Financial Services Board, which can be defined as a service in an international standard setting organization. The institution aims to enhance the strength and stability of the Islamic financial services by issuing global warning standards and guiding principles for the industry. However, the purpose of the Islamic financial services board was established as an agency in the regulation and supervision of the Islamic financial service industry. Okay, next, the Sharia Governance Framework (SGF) is a structural process whereby Islamic banks monitor, control and conduct their activities. So, the purpose of the Sharia Governance Framework is to ensure that the Sharia Governance Framework can be formulated and implemented effectively as stipulated in Islamic law. Therefore, the Sharia Governance Framework also aims to enhance the strengthening of governance structures and processes in the entire Sharia organization in line with the established regulatory guidelines.
Next, I want to present about the perform extensive analysis on GSIFI approach to selected two Islamic bank. We will analyze about the Sharia Supervisory Report in Bank Islam and Cimb Islamic Bank. First, in Bank Islam, the Supervisory Report role is to oversee the Islamic bank activities and ensure that they are all conducted in compliance with divine principles. Second, the Sharia Supervisory Report are also in charge of monitoring, examining and assessing the activities, behavior and operation of various Islamic financial institutions to verify that they comply with Sharia norm and principle. Next, Cimb Islamic Bank will make improvement by focusing on three key areas to further strengthen its presence in the domestic and regional Islamic financial market. Next, in the wealth management segment, Cimb Islamic also implement aspect of property purification and investment through the element of zakat, wakaf and in the product offered. So, based on our analysis, it can be assumed that Bank Islam and Cimb Islamic board members have met and exceeded Bank Negara Malaysia BNM standard as specified in the GSIFI standard. So, that's all from me. Thank you.
The Islamic Financial Service Board is an international standard-setting organization that promotes the strength and stability of Islamic banking by issuing global prudential standards and guiding principles in the areas of capital adequacy, corporate governance, risk management, and transparency, among others. Based on our analysis with two Islamic banks, which is Cimb Islamic Bank and Bank Islam Malaysia Berhad, there are different apply of IFSB within two banks. For Cimb, the term Sharia compliant is used in Islamic finance to denote that a financial service complies with the principle of Sharia. This means that Cimb Islamic Bank can manage the deposit to fund all academic activities unless there is a clear prohibition that is non-permissible. For BIMB, they always ensure that the highest standard of governance are practiced by their operating unit, where it will be guided in their business operation with personal data protection, fraud and integrity policies, sustainability policies, and anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing.
Governance framework SGF is also an effective tool to ensure and measure the efficiencies of Sharia compliance in Islamic financial operations. For Bank Islam and Cimb Bank that our group chose, this for Bank Islam is committed to upholding this principle through strict adherence to the Sharia governance framework. Bank Islam Sharia Governance Committee's SNC was established in 2011 to guide Bank Islam operation excellence and compliance with Sharia principle. For Cimb banks, the group Sharia committees has been established to cater in the needs of Islamic banks and capital market business at Cimb Bank. The SUTO is able to comply with BNM's Sharia governance frameworks. The Sharia governance framework is an enterprise-wide Sharia management plan.
I will explain about the issue on Islamic banking. The first issue is transaction being benchmarked with the prevailing interest rate. As we all know, benchmark is regularly updated by the bank and it can accessible and it can used by individual and organization. The next issue is profitability deployment. Many profit can get from the deployment fund and the bank can use the profit for service provided and the balance can give to the asnaf, which is poor and needy. If the bank cannot use the profit properly, it will be led to usury. The last one is Islamic bank now enter into musyarakah and mudharabah. Musyarakah is an Arabic term which is to share. In the context business and trade, musyarakah is a joint venture which all participants share profit and loss. Mudharabah is unique types of partnership. They have two types of partnership, which is Rabul Amal, make the investment, and Mudarib, which is solely responsibility for management and work. Thank you.
Next, I will present the solution issue part. There are several ways to resolve the issue found. The first issue is that Islamic financial transactions are benchmarked to the country's existing interest rate. The solution is that Islamic financial transactions should be benchmarked against the expected price or future price of the commodity. The next issue is profitable deployment. As a resolution, Islamic banks should ensure that every penny solicited from depositors is invested in productive and Sharia-compliant endeavors. And the last one, the issue is Islamic banks avoid musyarakah and mudarabah, transaction in favor of more lucrative deals. The solution is that Islamic banks should stop the process of taking new deposits as a remedy. That's all from me. Thank you.